வந்தேன் கடலின் நேரில்
आती राती तो सपना आवे
मोरा किया मैं आंसू बन जावे
तोर बिना दुनिया सोनी लगे मोर दिल तोर आस में जगे
आते तुरा आते तुरा
तिकीरे तोड़ने ना लेके सुनी गाली मोर अखियां में आंसू बन जावे तोर बिना दुनिया सोनी लगे मोर दिल तोर आस में जगे உன்முகம் சில நேரம் மறந்திடலாம்
உன் குரல் கேட்கிறேன் காதலில் போய் சொல்லாமல் நான் காத்திருந்தேன் அதை துற அதை துற
Wait for me அந்த மெக்க சூனி காலி என் உயிரே நானும் உன் தனிமாய்
உயிரும் நீயே நானும் உன் தனிமையே ஒன்னரிக்கும்
திக்கிறே எனுயிரே எனுயிரே நானுயிரே
जीवन भी तब है न है இதயம் காத்திருக்கிறேன் உன்னை தொடும் வரைக்கும்
திக்கிறே எனுயிரே 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 எனுயிரே
The hills in the locality such as Bethampton Down saw human activity from the Mesolithic period. Several Bronze Age round barrows were opened by John Skinner in the 18th century. A long barrow site believed to be from the early Bronze Age. Beaker People was flattened to make way for RAF Charmy Down. 1112 Salisbury Hill overlooking the current city was an Iron Age hill fort, and the adjacent Bethampton camp may also have been one. Roman baths in town 19th century photochrome of the Great Bath at the Roman Baths. The entire structure above the level of the pillar bases is a later construction and was not a feature of the building in Roman days. Archaeological evidence shows that the site of the Roman Baths' main spring may have been treated as a shrine by the Britons and was dedicated to the goddess Sulis, whom the Romans identified with Minerva. The name Sulis continued to be used after the Roman invasion, appearing in the town's Roman name, Aquae Sulis, literally, the waters of Sulis. Messages to her scratched onto metal, known as curse tablets, have been recovered from the sacred spring by archaeologists. The tablets were written in Latin and laid curses on personal enemies. For example, if a citizen had his clothes stolen at the baths, he might write a curse against the suspects on a tablet to be read by the goddess, 19. A temple was constructed in AD 60 to 70, and a bathing complex was built up over the next 300 years. Engineers drove oak piles into the mud to provide a stable foundation and surrounded the spring with an irregular stone chamber lined with lead. In the 2nd century, the spring was enclosed within a wooden barrel-vaulted structure that housed the caldarium, hot bath, tepidarium, warm bath, and frigidarium, cold bath. The town was later given defensive walls, probably in the 3rd century. After the failure of Roman authority in the first decade of the 5th century, The baths fell into disrepair and were eventually lost as a result of rising water levels and silting. In March 2012, a hoard of 30,000 silver Roman coins, one of the largest discovered in Britain, was unearthed in an archaeological dig. The coins, believed to date from the 3rd century, were found about 150 meters, 490 feet, from the Roman baths. Post-Roman and medieval Bath Abbey. It was suggested by Geoffrey of Monmouth that a hill fort on the outskirts of Bath was the site of the 6th century Battle of Badon, in which Arthur defeated the Anglo-Saxons, though that is not accepted by the majority of modern historians. The town was captured by the West Saxons in 577 after the Battle of Diorum. The Anglo-Saxon poem, The Ruin, may describe the appearance of the Roman site about this time. A monastery was founded at an early date, reputedly by St. David, although more probably in 675 by Osric, king of the Huici, perhaps using the walled area as its precinct. Other sources refer to the order founded by Osric as a nunnery with a date of 676. Nennius, a 9th century historian, mentions a hot lake in the land of the Huici along the river Severn and adds, "It is surrounded by a wall made of brick and stone, and men may go there to bathe at any time, and every man can have the kind of bath he likes. If he wants, it will be a cold bath, and if he wants a hot bath, it will be hot." Bede described hot baths in the geographical introduction to the ecclesiastical history in terms very similar to those of Nennius. King Offa of Mercia gained control of the monastery in 781 and rebuilt the church, which was dedicated to St. Peter. Royal Crescent and Circus from the air, connected by link road, thus creating the famous question mark formation. Georgian taste favored the regularity of Bath's streets and squares and the contrast with adjacent rural nature. From the Roman baths and Bath Abbey to the Royal Crescent, Pulteney Bridge, and a panoramic sunrise viewpoint most visitors miss, this video breaks down what's actually worth your time, how to structure your day, and whether Bath is better as a London day trip or overnight stay.